Hi, long time no see. Do you realise it's been almost 9 months, or maybe a little bit longer than 9 months, since I last posted? Yeah, it's a big shock to me too. Okay, this is the card I'm going to make today. I thought I was going to make a really easy card, but this is going to go on for a little while. I don't have any Stampin' blends at the moment, so I'm using Cotex. Ones that I've had in my stash for donkey's years. So that's what I'm going to be colouring with. If I was using Stampin' Up, I would probably use Highland Heather and a touch of Gorgeous Grape with Old Olive for the stems, and a touch of Daffodil Delight. They're the colours that I would go for with the flowers. Now, it's a very simple card. It just looks a bit complicated, and actually it's not the card that I originally thought of in my head. Okay, let's get on with it. So I'm going to pop that aside. The stamp set we will be using today is Easter Promise. I ordered this ages ago and haven't used it. I've got a stack of stamps that I ordered and just didn't get round to using. So all of my Christmas stamps are sitting there not used. I will explain in another video what happened and why nothing got used. But at the moment, let's just get on with this. So yeah, Easter Promise, I'm using, I think they're freesias, but I'm not sure. And the only other thing I'm using is Hello out of the Timeless Tulips, which is I just wanted something really simple. So, and as you can see, I haven't used Timeless Tulips. This is another one that I ordered that never got used. Okay, so I'm popping those aside. Now I'm also using the stitched rectangle dies. Now they're the two smallest ones, and this one, I can't really figure out how to number them. So this one is actually 2 3/4 that way by 4 1/8 that way. That's the only way I can explain. And I'm not sure which embossing folder this one is. I will put the description just down here. But once again, I don't even know if this is still available or whether it's on clearance. I know I did order a stack of stuff that was going out because I liked them. Okay, so I've got my stamps here. So what I'm going to do before I do anything else, I'm actually going to stamp the freesias. I'm going with freesias. That's what I think they are, so I'm going with that. So in with the Memento, because I'm using the blends. I could have used my Stampin' Right markers, but because I wanted a bit more two-tone with the flowers, I decided to go with not Stampin' Blends, but yeah, the other ones. Okay, give that a good press down. Let it transfer. That's really good. If you're not sure about whether or not you're going to get the good pressure or not, having the Stampin' Up positioner is also a way to go around it. Now I will bring out my colours that I used, which were that one, that one, that one, that one, and I'm going to go for a softer yellow than I used before. So I will try and speed through this because I'm not the best colour innerer, and I better put my glasses on because after a few minutes the lines on this tend to, for me anyway, become blurred, and then I get double vision. That old song, "My eyes are dim, I cannot see," really comes through for me. back again, all finished. As you can see, I didn't do too bad a job, but my husband said that when my first grandchild arrives in a couple of months, they can teach me how to colour in properly. Okay, I'm just going to now cut this into, now where's my washi tape? Okay, I'm going to do the layering, if I can find the end of the washi tape. Hope everybody's doing okay and is staying safe during these times of COVID. We're doing okay. We have been in isolation for, I think this is our 11th week, because of hubby being one of the vulnerable ones. We've had to stay well and truly in isolation. Not just that, but his father and my mother also, and his mother also have health problems, so we've had to stay away from them as well. So it's been a bit rough, and of course we haven't seen our older kids in the flesh for quite a while. Missy's doing homeschooling. I never wanted to be a teacher. But yeah, she's doing sort of okay. Yeah, so I hope everybody else is keeping safe. Now, I'm just going to run this through. As you could see, I actually had these two already put together so that I knew I had the right spacing all the way around. So I'm just going to run this through the big shot. While I'm doing big shot stuff, I'm going to bring in my panel of thinner wisp white, and I'm going to pop this through. Now, there's actually a black line, as you can see, on the bottom of the embossing folder. So I'm just making sure that my Whisper White panel is sitting along that line. Okay, so we've got our embossed panel. I'm now going to take the washi tape off very carefully. And okay, that didn't cut quite properly there. And we'll take these pieces out very carefully. And once again, it didn't cut properly. So just run along with my craft knife, and that side and that side, and just there. It's always handy to have a craft knife for little bits and pieces like that. Okay, pop that over there. Now, I'm going to bring in my card base. That's the one thing with not being here for so long in my craft room. I keep forgetting where everything is. Okay, so we will put the snail down, and I'm not sure if anybody is aware, but snail is also on the endangered list. It's actually on clearance rack now because it's being replaced. And I've just realised I've actually cut my layering panel the wrong size. So in with the trimmer, and let's get this trimmed. There we go. Bingo. Pop that aside. Okay, so there's our base. Now I'm going to bring in my layering weight, and this is the Purple Posy. All of the measurements can be found on my blog. This one's actually 3 inches by 4 1/4, and that will sit there. But what I'm going to do is, to begin with, I've got to lay this down. Now, why is that the wrong size? So I'm going to take 1/4 inch off, and that should be the right size, hopefully. Yeah, so it's not 2 3/4, it's 2 1/2. Okay, and what I'm going to do is lay that down temporarily just there, and I've just noticed that's not cut straight, but never mind. I'm going to bring in my fine tip glue pen, which had all hardened in the ensuing months since I've done any crafting with it, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue all the way around the edge here. I really need to go to the opticians. I've got a pair of reading glasses that are about 4 years out of date, so I can't really see very well. There we go. Once again, my eyes are dim, I cannot see. Make sure I've got this up the right way. Set that where it needs to be, and I'm just going to inlay that there. Give it a press down and get the glue off my hands. Yes, I've definitely done that, as the Yanks say, cattywampus. I know Catherine and a few of the others out there say that all the time. Okay, peel this up very carefully so that the other layer stays down. I'm just giving that a good press. Doesn't want to stay down in that corner. I should have used my silicone mat and my snail, and I might have had better luck. And I wouldn't have had to have fought with the glue. Yeah, that's definitely off cockeyed. Okay, now we're going to bring in dimensionals. I've got another lot of dimensionals here somewhere that's half used. I can't see them on the desk. I only used them last night. Oh, it's taking me a while to get used to being back in my craft room. After all this time, I've forgotten where I've put things, and when I left in August, I was only supposed to be gone a week because I planned on, I don't know whether you remember, I planned on changing my craft room around. Well, that did get done. I went and bought a nice big cube to start storing everything in. But in the ensuing months, my craft room has become the dumping ground for the family. So behind me is so much stuff that needs to be sorted through and gotten rid of. But I've been feeling a bit stressed the last couple of weeks, and I felt the need to come in and just do something nice and calming. And for me, that's where crafting comes in. I haven't actually crafted since August. Uh-oh. Yeah, I haven't done any crafting card-wise since last August. So I'm feeling very new to this again. I wasn't sure how this was going to go, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to have any viewers left. I'm glad that not everybody has decided to leave. Thank you for sticking around. Maybe you just forgot about me because I haven't done anything and you didn't get round to deleting me. So if that's the case, thank you for forgetting me, and thank you for not deleting me. Okay. I did actually leave Stampin' Up at the beginning of the year. I let my membership lapse only because I didn't really have the oomph for doing anything. That's the truth of it. I lost, as I said, I'll explain in another video what happened and why I was away for so long. Ooh. Okay, we'll bring in a scrap and see how we go. I had a feeling that I needed to stamp something before I put it together, but never mind. There, that's nice. Yeah, so I will do an explanation video and an update, but not today. I just wanted to get some crafting done today. Now let's see how close is that. Just need a bit more taken off on the other side. Oh, and I've smudged it. Silly girl, Karen. Smudged. I love this paper trimmer, but I'm trying to get used to it. That was the one, this was the reason I rejoined when I did. I saw them bring this in for celebration and thought, I really want that. And there was only one way of getting it, and that was to rejoin. So I did that, and I got this, and I got some beautiful papers. But this was my main reason for rejoining as soon as I did. Okay. And I did get a new paper trimmer because I was the one that was always bitching that the other paper trimmer's blades went so quickly. So I've got the new paper trimmer as well, the big size. But yes, I really desperately wanted this one. Oh, I don't know what I'm putting that away for. Okay, we need some purple posy. And I'm just going to pop a bit of snail on the back. If it wants to come, there we go. And just pop that there. It's going to be stepped up a little bit. I realised stamping there, because that one was stamped on plain card, I stepped this one up just slightly, and that's when the problems began. And now I'm getting stuff stuck all over me. Okay. Oh. Okay, I need to just give this a bit of a trim. I didn't get quite as close as I wanted to. And I hope you're out there watching this, Kim. I know when I mentioned last night, you said you were excited to see me back, and it's smudging again. The Kim I'm talking about is a girl I went to school with many, many years ago, and she's one of my viewers. She only lives around the corner. And when I mentioned last night that I'd been in the crafting room, she said she was looking forward to my new video. So between her and my mum, I know at least 2 people are going to be out there watching. Okay, now flip that over, in with some more dimensionals. Bruno Bertucci would be very pleased with me and the amount of dimensionals I'm using. Bruno is my upline's husband and partner for Stampin' Up, and Bruno is renowned in the Stampin' Up world for being a lover of dimensionals. Why use just 10 when you can use 30? I've done it. I've gone overboard with this one. And there is a new trick that I learned, which I will show in another video, for getting dimension on your cards without using dimensionals. Okay, so I think that's about centre. Maybe down just a little bit. Okay, let's see how we go here. That's about right. Okay, and apart from the centre image being or the framing being slightly cattywampus, I actually think that turned out really nice. Okay, there's the original. Okay, there's the original, and I really liked that. As I said, it was not what I originally had planned, but I think that turned out nice. But I really like the stepped up version as well, except for the fact that that's a bit speckled. These cards I'm going to be sending out to some friends that have been stuck at home over the last however many weeks, just to say hello and let them know that I'm thinking of them. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my first video back, and I'm going to try and aim for one a week, but we'll see how we go. I'm actually doing markets now, so I don't have as much free time. And before I go, I promised my daughter I'd show you what she painted for me last night. Now, this is Miss 16's first attempt at acrylic painting, and she was so proud of herself. I thought it was a green rabbit. I thought these were the ears, that was its eye, its nose was there, and it was looking up to the sky as it was walking along. But apparently it's not. This is Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants, and this is like the painting that is on the wall of either Squidward's house or SpongeBob's house. So there you go, Kaylee Coulter. I showed it on my on my YouTube channel, and she wanted people to comment whether they saw a rabbit or whether they saw Squidward. And if you've got little kids, ask them whether it's a rabbit or Squidward, because she's positive children would see that as Squidward. Okay, that's enough chatter from me for today. I will be back hopefully in the next week with another video. Stay safe and make sure that you keep washing your hands and social distancing and all the rest of it. I wish everybody a really great week and a safe and healthy week. That's it from me. Bye-bye.